Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
It's a quarterback keeper. Defense all over the option play. Quarterback couldn't even get the pitch off.
It's another good job here by this defense, and I think all the build-up and hype of the national championship, they really felt challenged. And right now, they're winning the line of scrimmage. They've gotten this offense to a third down situation. Let's see if they can get off the field here to start the game.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete on fourth down. The offense will now take over. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for a big play downfield. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver. Now it's second down here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Pass not complete.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
They'll toss it to the back. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Defense bracing for the run against this heavy formation. He'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks on the ball, and it's a short gain. Offense facing a third and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision? Can he get there on the ground? And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Looking for his big tight end. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got it, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And it's Kansas State on top now, Kurt. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Catch made on the right side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Important 2nd down play coming up. They'll hand it off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Important 3rd down play coming up. It's an option look. Quarterback keeps the football. Oh, the ball comes loose. And the defense jumps on the football.
That is tough.
The offensive coordinator bringing in some more blockers on the field. It's the full house. They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Tailback with another carry. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that 1st down.
He knocks this one right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So Wyoming's offense comes back out onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining 1st half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Here's the 2nd down play. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get 1st downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up 1st downs.
Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
And that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
They feed the fullback this time. Tackle, but 1st down.
One thing about the college game is everybody likes to run a version of the spread. But there's still an opportunity every once in a while for the old fullback to get in there and show you what he can do. He reminds you on that play right there.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And there's the handoff. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. He was successful last time out. This attempt is from 42 yards away. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. So Wyoming's offense comes back out onto the field. They settled for a field goal last time. Let's see what they can come up with on this possession. They'll run the option. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and 1 from the 22. Hands off to the fullback. They'll tackle him at the 27. Well, they feed the fullback here, and the big fella with a solid gain there.
Yeah, there aren't a whole lot of college offenses that still display a fullback. It sure is nice to see a guy that not only can block most of the game, but occasionally get his hands on the football and get some positive yards. Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down. The offense continuing to build momentum. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And here's the handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards here on 1st and 10.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. On the tight end, grabs it over the middle. Brought down after the catch, but the game moves the ball to the 30. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the...
Wow, they get positive yards here, but I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on 4th. Coming up the first snap in the red zone on this drive. First down. They're going to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now. So 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Quarterback's got it on the option. He shreds the tackle. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
And he'll be brought down. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. And it's Kansas State on top now, Kirk. We've reached the end of the third quarter of this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. Pretty good chance it's going to come down to the final possession. Which guy can step up and make plays as we head to the fourth quarter? Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming.
And I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
So Wyoming's offense comes back out onto the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Second down play coming up for this offense. We'll try to run it with the option. The back's got to run a pitch. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down here for this offense. Here comes the handoff. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Delivers quickly to the left side, and he's got it. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. First and goal, and the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the fourth quarter. They're going to run it. Great cut. They whiff on it. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
McCall is a quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Cowboys. They jump in front here in the fourth.
You talk about a big stage, and
so this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. But the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Wyoming Cowboys.